What up, Xlanders? It is me. Thank me later. Let's see here. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I am super excited that I had to actually start early myself because it's going to be a mind-blowing show. We have some big stuff happening today. In fact, Tima, how big is it? It's so big. I freshly made popcorn. That's how big today's show is. I'm just like, I rather can't technically eat popcorn while I present, but like this, you want to know how big today's show is? This. Big enough that if you want to go make some popcorn, I'll give you a minute to go make yourself some popcorn and get ready for just a bangers show. Like, let's be honest, this is about to be sweet. So today is what are we on? The 18th, January 18th, 2023. We're going to change the game today. That's what we're doing today. Before we do that, well, and part of doing that is we are going to do some updates for 11/11. Much anticipated. I cannot wait for you to see some of this art. So, edit. We will present. All right. Present, share screen, window. All right. So we're not going to spend a ton of time on this because we've done it earlier, but I did want to show this new format that Dr. Nobi has been working on for all of the updates and things moving forward. So here is the Epoch 2 summary. So this is from the one that ended January 11th. Okay. That way everyone can kind of get a feeling of where we were. So the current terminology for the groups is collective. So collective 1, collective 2, etc. It's kind of like seasons. So collective 2 finished up their first month, and that is in the array. And so here are the final pieces. So total minted and then who they are. So Gladius by Pixel Dauber 27, Tripping on Daisies from ADR 27, Caged Momentum, Edmund Ian Clay 29, Sippin' and Dippin' Zip Dip 29, Happy Llama by Drifter 37, Eyeball Blue by Rossless 42, Before Mr. Lefthouse 46, Davy X Silver Davy with as above, so below with 49 mints. Kings of Diamonds, shout out to our very own St. Lucie. Wait till you see St. Lucie's. I know I'm not going to spoil it because you'll see it soon. But wait till you see St. Lucie's first pyramid piece. Oh, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle for that one. I plan on taking it. Well, that one in Dayshack's new pyramid piece, I can't even. Actually, an architect. Dude, there's so many good ones. Actually, there's so many good ones. So NFT architect, Grim Future, we'll see his latest and greatest, and Humble Life, Shadow Beagle X. So there with 90 and 98 mints. So congratulations to Collective Numero Dos on your completion of the array. And right after this, we will see your first pyramid pieces, which are very exciting. And they're all up on the Hive now. So Collective 1 completed their first level of the pyramid. We did have our first elimination, which is Raymond Williams. That piece did sell for only 300. I would just say only. I mean, it was $20. Like that's still pretty good. This blew my mind. This is not going to happen this time because this was a travesty. Like, let me be very clear. And in fact, Boulder, if you're listening, I want to buy this off of you. I will pay you 2x right now for this piece. That it should have never gone that low. That's obscene. I can promise you that the next piece is not going to go anywhere near that low. Like, unbelievable. That was the deal of the day. We Dragons selling for 420 wax, probably about right for that piece. Next up, it's okay to be okay. Thank you, Shacklin. I'm so excited that Shacklin got this. For those of you who don't know, Boulder Magic, who's a massive contributor to the community and big fan of a lot of things, but he was hot on it that morning. So hopefully we'll see with the new timing that we'll see more of. You can't see this. This is a very subtle. There's a lot of you really need to get up close to it to see all the details in Riley Stranger by Labyrinth Denzian. There you go. And the Rob Zilla one should have been way more. 1111 Artist Arch by Joe Lives, selling for 480 wax. Then we get to Cat Portrait by Christina Gatz in at 600 wax. Chroma Girl 1, another really low piece in my mind. Like the next one is not selling for that low. I'm gonna bid 1,000 wax, like probably just like right now. Just like, let's set the bar because I'm getting one of her pieces. I'm getting one of Dayshack's pieces. I have to have it. They're so freaking cool. And this next one, I don't want to overhype it, but trust me, get excited. Lady Viola. I have a weird suspicion that this could become like a cult following. I think that Coco Lily Creations could become like a ninja, like low key, like people just are obsessed with it because it's very different and kind of just obscure. So to each their own. Last, certainly not least, Existential Reign by the one and only Sheriff Shack in at 2,000 wax. Actually, over 2,000 wax, over $100 USD value. I suspect that her next piece could sell for even more because I've seen it and absolutely beautiful. Our main man, Mars Utah, you know him from the community. You love him from the community. He is an artist on the Metaforce comics. He is the singer rapper of the theme song for the UPX podcast. He wears a luchadora mask and is absolutely one of the most endearing and amazing people I've had the honor of interacting with in this community. And so his gorgeous piece, absolutely, well worth it. I can see this being a very hot item. So congratulations to, I believe that's St. Lucie. I believe St. Lucie, who called it and was like, I'm getting that one. St. Lucie, I'm just saying, I hope you're saving some pennies, because when you see his next one, like it's like one of those things, like you want all of the pieces now. Like, and now that you see, like, these are going to be the top pieces. And once that's kind of set, like it's going to be a lot of competition now, because you're going to have people like Boulder who are madmen and just will be like, no, I want it. So congratulations to all of them. So with our first completion of the first pyramid level, that does mean we have our first official elimination. So this will be, so here we are. We'll kind of do like a little memorial to it. Artist Raymond Williams was part of Collective One, sold 44 array pieces, made it to pyramid level 1 with the highest pyramid piece of 369 wax for 1948. Guild member, stay tuned for this. Guild member is essentially the top sellers of all time, is really what it boils down to, which means that everybody in Collective One, because they were the top 11, like that's it. So the top 11 selling artists of all time are active guild members. But once you're in the guild, you're always in the guild. And there are some very cool perks to it. We haven't revealed all of that yet, because the other thing is we wanted, especially the early people in this process, to be believers in the project. But there's going to be some more added perks for all of you fantastic artists that are participating. And if you haven't already done so, get over to 1111nft.gallery and get yourself into the next epic. Trust me, you will. What is it? Oh yeah, thank me later. Sorry, that is super corny. But yes. Okay. So let's Architect, what up, brother? We were just there you go. Oh, here you look at this. Even a closing slide. Don't miss your chance to join Web3 Art Revolution. Woot woot. You know what's funny is this banner. I didn't even plan it that way, but it like fits perfectly over the bottom of that slide. That's so fun. All right. So if that was the appetizer, let's get to the main event. I probably should, do this behind the scenes, but whatever. It's all good. Epic 3 intro. So if you're not familiar with the term epic, just so that we're all on the same page, epic is just a time period. It's the time period from the 11th of the month to the 11th of the month. And each one progresses numerically. So Epic 1 was November 11th, 2022 to December 11th, 2022. Epic 2, which we just did the summary of, December 11th of December 2022 to 11th of January 2022. And Epic 3, which will end, it's really the ending dates that matters on the Epic. So Epic 3 ends February 11th, 2022. So there you go. So the drops are live. So the array is live and the auctions will be live tonight. That's an update from Dr. Nobi, who is the owner and proprietor. Is that proprietor of 1111 NFT.gallery? All right. Who's ready for the array? Let's do it. All right. In the array, we have Gino by Arden Rossi. Oh, little sketch, interesting. Curator, I like that. Far Out by Bobo Bark. Oh, wait. Jesus. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to go with Bobo Barker for you. Bobo Barker for you. Anyway, I see it now. So Far Out. That's kind of trippy. I like it. At the Summit by Sherry77. This is cool. This makes me feel like it was done on with like water paint. I don't know if it was completely digital or if that's a physical piece, but it looks like water painting. I really like that. Montana's by Felix, Arizona. Interesting. We got 2 states there. Montana. Oh, you can kind of see like mountains. It's like an abstract mountains. There's also these like circles and stuff. There's a lot of details in this one. You got to kind of get close to it to see. So definitely take. Whoa! Holy cow! Gilbert Fishman by Kit Landon. That is intense. That looks so cool. These squares here also mean that is a transparent background. So this is a really smart play. If you're a digital artist, consider this as a potential tip for when submitting. If you're going to do something dynamic like this, having a transparent background will allow it to like pop. So like if you put this on a red t-shirt, like the black dots will come through. It won't be boxed. So that's pretty intense. I can see this being a really fun thing to have equipped to some stuff. Open World by Steve 13, STEV, Stevie. Oh, probably by Stevie. That's because that's what it would be in Leet speak, Stevie. So we'll go with Open World by Stevie. And again, hopefully all of you that are sitting out there, anybody who's in the audience that's like, oh, I could have drawn that. Well, why didn't you? Get to it, draw it, submit it. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to be a world-renowned artist. You just have to be somebody in the community that can make a doodle and send it in. Like, that's where we're at. Like, we're going to get way more competitive as this progresses, as people realize that they can make serious money. Sure, you're not going to probably be able to get this in to Epic 10, probably not even to Epic 6, but the reality is you can get into it now and you could get a cult following. Who knows? Like, anyway, do it. Just do it. Stop thinking about it. Stop procrastinating on it. It's 2023. Procrastination was such a 2022 activity. Let's go get it in. That was an awkward transition to then this. But yeah, we're going to Eggy by Vegemite. I love the play on the. So if you're not familiar with Vegemite, it's in. I assume it's in other countries, but I know it from Australia specifically. And it's a spread that you put on toast, and it looks like cinnamon sugar. And so you're like, oh, delicious cinnamon sugar bread. And then you eat it, and it's essentially like beef bouillon scraped on toast. And the first time I had it at an office and I didn't know what it was, I thought it was cinnamon bread. It was even shaped in a loaf of cinnamon bread. I was like, oh, this looks delicious. And then I spit it out in front of my client and I was like, what in the hell is wrong with this cinnamon bread? And they're like, it's Vegemite. I'm like, it's Veggie don't. And so anyway, shout out again. We could see this will be a transparent. We'll have to monitor how people are using that. Very cool interpretation of the obviously garden related emoji for eggplant. Yes, Veggie don't exactly. Lunar Tide by Whisper Sage. This looks like it was, like if I'm looking at it, this was painted on like a piece of cardboard or something. Like you can tell, especially like on like full res, like this is a hand paint, like somebody painted this on a piece of cardboard, which is cool, and then took a picture of it. So I really like that. So we got some more hand painting. So again, does not have to be digital. In fact, there is something to be said for a hand piece of art, especially in this overly digital age. Abstract Pinwheel by our one and only Ditsy Dits. What up? Welcome to the party, brother. Abstract Pinwheel by Ditsy Dits. Once again, you can tell this was drawn on a piece of paper, which is pretty cool, and hand painted, colored pencils. I think it's colored pencils, or maybe it's what are those like fancy like chalk ones that are like pastels? Maybe we'll have to get Ditsy Dits when he's on and let us know how did he make this piece of art. And how can you be an artist just like Ditsy? There you go. Now, we're going to get to some fun stuff. I want to see the art destruction of IRL art, right? So now just for clarification, just so everyone knows, for the array pieces, you do not have to destroy your array piece. If you're doing physical art for the array, you don't have to destroy it. Because of the way that the minting process is, and it's not truly a one-of-one. The pyramid pieces, however, if you do a physical piece of art for the pyramid, you do have to prove proof of destruction. And yeah, I would also love to see the destruction videos added as part of the package. That would be super cool. So, if you remember, these are the people that just got out of the array. So these are now in the pyramid. Here we go. Flower, which is like flower. I'm curious what the separation there. It's obviously intentional. By ADR, we might have to get something detailed on maybe what that symbolizes. I see I see a bunch of cool stuff. Like I see like almost like a heart here, and it almost seems like fire. But obviously it's a top-down view of a flower. But it looks, I mean, I don't know. I think that this would be a really cool like coloring book edition. Like I would totally like add this to one of my coloring books and color it in. That could be a lot of fun. All right. Next, we have Confined Energy by Edmund Ian Clay. This artist had the other one in the array that was the blue one. And so now we have a red version of a very similar style. Interesting. We'll see if they continue, if they make it to the next round, if they continue to produce this. Again, as simple and as kind of whimsical as this is, if people like it as a pattern, or let's say a neighborhood or a community decides to like go in and buy this and go, hey, we're going to back Edmund Ian Clay. We really like this style of art. And so we're going to pick up a couple of these pyramid pieces, and then we're going to use it to rep our neighborhood. And then now you have kind of like built-in neighborhood cred that you can go, hey, buy our swag. like, here you go. Because they're going to get 89%. The owners of this piece get 89% of the revenue generated in game. So if you don't see this as an opportunity yet to buy these pieces and then leverage them for your own brand or your own neighborhood or some community aspect like that, you're really missing out, because that's the long-term play. Is communities, neighborhoods that say collect a bunch of these can now start to earn passive income that will help build their community. They can put it against, let's say a community UPX pool and say, hey, we're going to take our earnings from this and use it to buy more properties or to pay for Spark to build up the neighborhood or to help sponsor ornaments or whatever the case is. So many possibilities. People, we're going to have to start thinking outside the box here very quickly, because it's going to be upon us. Oh, snap. Humble Life. Oh, that is dope, brother. Oh, Baby Unity Dragon by Humble Life. Oh, I really like this. This is cool. I like the little like spikes. Oh, they all go to like his back too. The rainbow color, the shading. Dude, that's super dope, brother. Great submission. This rainbow eye. Oh, yes. You crushed it. I cannot wait to see. This is going to go for some money. I can't wait. Oh, dang. Well, here we go. We had Mr. Left House with before, and now here's the after. What a statement piece. I kind of got chills. Oh my goodness. Wow. Which is now, again, like, this is what's so interesting about this, because let's say that this becomes really popular, right? So, whoever buys it, like, it's a powerful piece. They derive meaning from it. Now imagine the befores. There is not many of them, and they all went for 11 wax. If the after, so if the later pieces of this person become desired, the earlier piece, like the array piece, well, then all of a sudden, like, imagine that you take it and then you have a very similar design. But if you remember, it was a plain background and the gun hadn't been shot or anything. And so, like, all of a sudden you have this super rare version of something that could become very popular. The way that these mechanics are built on top of each other with the array and the pyramid, and the multiple, like, almost like sticker use, and then the reusable template, it creates such an interesting dichotomy, because early on the pyramid pieces are probably going to sell for less, and there's going to be less array pieces sold. But later on, that means that these early array pieces are going to be really valuable. And so it's going to be this really interesting, I think, kind of to watch the value of the original array pieces and then secondary market on the pyramid pieces. I don't know how many pyramid pieces will even see secondary market, not for a while, because I imagine that the people that are buying it to hold. So that'll be interesting to see if we see any of these hit the secondary market. Oh, sploosh. There it is. The one and only NFT Architect. Self-reflection by NFT Architect. The like low, like the using of just like shading to create this skull. It's not quite like an X-ray, but it feels like an X-ray. And then the sharp contrast of the red and like the detail in the glasses is like very detailed, right? So like you have this, again, this dichotomy of kind of grays and no color and kind of low texture, and then all of a sudden, like in this reflection, just like this red. I'm also curious if there was any intentional or unintentional connotations of rose-colored glasses, which originated, if you don't know, it's like royalty and stuff. When they would walk through the streets, they would wear red colored glasses because that way they couldn't see the blood that was literally pouring in the streets. I don't remember if that's actually like that is like the history, like that's what they say it is. I don't know if that actually ever happened or if that's just what they say for the saying. But I do know for a fact that they created little rose colored glasses for chickens to wear in the slaughterhouses so that way they didn't freak out when they saw blood. That is a true story. And I know because I saw it on Storage Wars and somebody found a bunch of them in a little thing. So, anyway, yeah, sorry, that was a bit grim, but it's true. Oh, you never knew about rose-colored glasses? Yeah, that's why if somebody's like, "Oh, you're walking through life with rose-colored glasses," it's that you're wearing something to prevent you from seeing all of the horribleness that's going on. So it's like you're just like that's what that phrase means. I saw the same show, right? Oh, that show. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say this is Pixel Dabber for sure. Yeah, Parmula. I have to assume that that means shield. Which again, keep in mind, the swords are single use swords for image purposes. But though there's essentially anybody can make a shield. So now, if you like were making like really cool armor with shield and you wanted the sword on it, like the sword, the Gladius from the array would be like an ultra rare add-on because you can't get them anymore. So this might cost you like 100 UPX to put onto, your suit of armor. But that Gladius from the array, that could cost you 500 wax. Like all of a sudden, like that little accessory that was 11 wax is now worth a lot of money because there's other things going on. Oh, Eyeball Brown by Rossless. Again, see all of the previous statements. Now that we're starting to see these pyramid pieces, this is so interesting to me because you could make a brown eyeball set, but much like Blue Eyes in real life, Rossless array piece was eyeball blue. And those are going to be really rare compared to eyeball brown. Just saying. Kind of cool. I need a hat. I need a hat to take off to give a tip of the hat to the one and only Saint Lucy. I cannot tell you like how cool this looks. I mean, you can see it, so you know. Also, it is on a transparent background, so it is going to look gorgeous on anything that this gets printed on. I would be shocked if this wasn't among the top 3 of pyramid level 1. I don't know why it wouldn't. This thing is so hot. Like it's so cool. Down to the tattoo burning, the smoke, you could just feel it. It's very layered. The what's that called? Like the negative, the inverse imaging of it. Like there's a lot going on here. I need to save some wax, right? The hood of my car, right? Like, ooh, like that you could make like a guild or a club literally around this image, right? Like, and that's what people need to be thinking about because again, 89% of the revenue generated for an in-app purchases related to this image will be yours, whoever owns this. So if you wanted to take this and then start, I don't know, let's say an Xlander biker club called the Four Aces, whatever, or like the Four Horsemen, and you're all like ace themed. I don't know. whatever it was, and then you wanted to use this, and then people like that wanted to join would make a special jacket with this image on it, like, and then that would be like a cool like membership, like the things you could do with it, like, or a poker note, like literally anything. Like, this is what you have to keep in mind. Like, you're not just buying an NFT. You're buying future marketing potential, future revenue potential. You're truly investing in this art with the future potential to make all of it back plus a ton more, right? And that's without even having to sell it. You don't have to sell it. Much like this hand, you wouldn't fold it, you just hold it, right? Super, super cool. I cannot wait to see what St. Lucie comes with next, because this art has been fire. I have high expectations, no pressure. The Creator by X Davy X Silver X. Very interesting. This does look like an X-ray, like a hand-drawn X-ray. Very interesting, because like the actual like mesh part, you can't see it because it is darker, but when you get up close to it, like the actual like the first layer of the hand has a very different texture and drawing style to like the bones. The bones are very intentionally drawn, but the kind of the abstract matter, which would be everything else, is a completely different texture. So when you go to this, definitely make sure you take a look at the details on that. That is very cool. Thank you, X Davy X Silver X. Zip Dip, we saw this in the preview. I'm excited for this one. I'm not gonna lie. There's so many. I want them all. I want them all. I'm gonna have to pull a Boulder Magic and just buy them all. Toil and Trouble by Zip Dip. So fun. You can't tell. So again, the artists are learning. This is a great, because this looks, I have to assume that this is hand drawn, but all of the details are actually cut out. So I don't know if they hand drew it, took a picture, and then like edited the background out in an editor before submitting it. But each one of these bubbles is floating, like, so it's on a transparent background. So again, putting this on, a black t-shirt would look exactly like this. Putting it on a green t-shirt or another t-shirt would look completely different, because it is a transparent background. So, very Creedmoor. It is. I could see that definitely being very Creedmoor, right? So that's exactly it. Like, could you decorate houses with this? Could you decorate things? Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Zip Dip. Very excited to see how that plays out. All right. Now this is big league. This is it. This is level 2. This is the Genesis collective number 1. Some big names in this collective. Let's see them. We're going to start out with our Genesis artist, the one and only Robzilla with Galactic Algae. We saw blue in the array and pyramid level 1. We now see a version in green. I want it so bad. It looks so cool. It ain't selling for Boulder. Just know you got to freaking steal. Never again. Never again will a Robzilla piece go for that low. I will personally make sure of it, because this is super cool. This, I like the pattern. I like just knowing that this wasn't created on a computer. Like, she made this by hand. I don't know, like a tub. I'm curious how big. I would love to know like the scale, but I almost don't want to, because the scale, this could be in a soap dish. This could be in a bathtub. Like, you have no idea the scale of this image. Like, it could be like a microscopic drop of water that was magnified, or it could be a 10,000-foot view of a lake. Like, it's so interesting when you think about that. Like, you have no idea what the scale is that she took this picture of to make this art. Which again to me is just so interesting. And I am definitely buying. Plus, it gives me, being green, it also right here gives me a little bit of like cell multiplying, right? Like the origins of life, like the bubbling of creation, and the splitting of single cell organisms. I very much get that vibe. And especially the galactic algae being one of the core building blocks of aquatic life. um ah, yeah, yeah, after but I like it. Galactic algae fits though, because if you were going to bring life to another planet, algae would be a great way to do it. You can see an alligator head in it too. Oh, there's so many things. Oh yeah. Oh, this actually kind of looks like a snake eye and mouth, and then it comes back. That's kind of creepy, actually. That's I love abstract stuff like this. And like, oh, you know what? Wait, did you modify this? Because this looks like space right here. I see a blue cat. Like, this looks like a galactic background. Is this modified afterwards? Like, I don't even know how you would get that effect. This is so cool. I could look at this all day. All right. Digital Heartbeat by Thank Me Later. So this is, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Digital Heartbeat. Now, all I'm gonna say about this. So this is a heartbeat that I made using binary code. Obviously you can't see it here, but if you zoom in, it's binary code. I'm just saying, I'm a man of Easter eggs. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else. All right. So there it is, Digital Heartbeat. It is on a transparent background as well. Very intentional, because I wanted it to be something that could be subtly added to things. So there you go. Mm-mm-mm. You know, no spoilers here. Here we go. Eel Eel Evan, I would have to say, by Joe Lives. This is, it looks like a layered image in pictures. I'm trying to oh my gosh, there's like a hidden face here. I don't, maybe it's in honor of somebody's life. Um it's, there's a lot of really, like, I don't think you can see, you have to get close in. There's like a face reflection, there's like a city in the background. It almost looks like this is like going through some lattice work with like some interesting details. Yeah, you really got to get in on the details on this one. It's really cool. We got to get with Joe Lives to find out exactly what is going on here. Christina Gatz, the one and only, she is was an artist for Hyde Park Ninjas, huge, you know, big. What would I say? She's a great artist from the UPX World community, coming in through the Hyde Park Ninjas. Her first piece, Muay Thai, in the array was gorgeous. If you didn't pick some of those up, that's going to be a hot item for sure. Her pyramid piece one, which was a gorgeous, super detailed portrait of her cat, and following up with a self portrait that is haunting is really the only way I can describe it. Um, it is, I don't know, and this is what's so interesting. I don't know if this is digital or physical because the texture on this face looks like it's on a white painted wall or something. And so not only can I not tell, like, it almost feels like she painted a piece of black paper with whiteout and then scratched this into existence. Like, that's, if you look at it really closely, like that's what it looks like to me. And I don't know. We'll have to get some more details. Maybe Dr. Nobi knows, because if it is a physical piece, it had to be destroyed. But like, I feel like that is the style. This is just stunning, right? This is absolutely stunning. I can totally see this, being a kind of cult following. Hey, if Christina ever becomes as famous as we know she could be, like, this could be a hot item, right? Like, I want the self portrait. It's mine. I don't want to do a St. Lucie because I don't actually have a ton of wax. But I want this one. I want this one. Chroma Portrait November by the one and only Day Shack. I want it. This is cool. That scorpion back tattoo. Sploosh. Like, is November Scorpio? I don't know. Alexa, when is Scorpio? Okay, here's daily horoscope. What? No. Alexa, what days are Scorpio? Why can I even ask her? What? Oh my gosh, I have no idea what's happening. Scorpio is November. Thank you, audience. Alexa, my audience answered. You can stop. Jeez. Alexa, just stop. Just stop. I'm going to eat. You know what? I'm just going to take a second. What? No, Alexa, stop. I'm just going to eat some popcorn and enjoy this. Oh gosh. I'm just going to enjoy this. I'm going to, oh. Yeah, if you didn't make some popcorn for this show, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right. I want this piece. And here we go. Thinking about stuff by the legendary, at this point, I'm going to call her legendary. She's legendary to me. Coco Lily Creations. She uses found art and other miscellaneous things to make physical art in really fun and cool ways. AKA Dr. Nobi's mama. Coco Lily Creations with thinking about stuff. I like, so like you can tell, like it's almost again like self-portrait. We're seeing a lot of that thematically. People are doing some personal art, which I like, of like, I don't know if this is what your mom looks like, Dr. Nobi, and if she's a fan of the peace movement, but that's kind of what it looks like to me. Peace and happiness. Yeah, that's. This is very young. Your mom rocks. I like it. I think that's a compliment. Like, let's get a clap going for this one, eh? Existential Love by our one and only Sheriff Shack. The color, like I'm looking at my monitor and I hope that it comes out as gorgeous as it looks on my main monitor. Because this is, ooh, yes. Shack Attack is right. I like that. Shack Attack. Yes, yes, absolutely. Cheers. This is gorgeous. The X, like the layers, I love the way that the layers are done. They're so crisp and fun, and it feels so active. Like it feels very much like this was taken at a very quick, like a very quick picture of like in this middle of this chaos, and so clean. Also, can I just point out, and I don't know if this is weird to say, but that is a sexy signature. Like, I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm not saying, I mean, I guess that is what I'm saying. Like, come on, look at that signature. That signature is its own art. Va va voom is all I have to say to existential love. Shacklin. I want this piece too. I'd bid $500 on the signature. Dude, I got, yeah. No, I'll do 1,000 on the signature alone. Let's go. And we're gonna just start bidding on Shacklin's signature. This is such a stunning piece. Like, and the materials, because it feels like variations of glass and like the 3D, the sphere inside of the squares, just the different shapes and geometry play so well together, and even the color choices. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know that I would have ever put all of these particular colors together. Like, I don't know what this color palette would be, but it really works for this piece. It's super cool because it almost feels like retro in a way, like retro ultra modern. Is that a thing? I don't know, but good thing I got the permission to use the signature. LOL. Y'all. There you go. There you go, St. Lucie. There you go. Airhead. Airhead by the one and only Mars, Utah. Signature, solid, not as sexy, but super solid. This, I mean, it's here you go. Good luck. This, I have a feeling that this is going to go more than the first one. I don't know, maybe not, but whew. Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing piece of, honestly, it'll be gaming pop culture. Like that's what all of this art will end up being. Like, it's right. Yeah, it's very simple, but it's done so cleanly. This is your brain on helium. Yeah, like it's so clean, but ah, there it is. Yeah, no, this is gonna be. I might live stream it honestly, because if it's at a reasonable time, like 11 a.m., I might just take a half day of work and live stream live stream the finals of the auctions, because I think it's going to be bedlam. I think it's going to be some big time fun. So as that gets closer, I might just start taking off the 11th of the month every month. I might just put that in for my day job of like, I can't work on the 11th of any month. I have things I have to do. Well, there you go. Don't miss your chance to join the Web3 art revolution. Submit your entry today at 1111nft.gallery. This tour will be ending at 11:33. Yes, and we will have a full ending schedule and roster for you ahead of time. That'll be published definitely on the Discord as well, so that way everybody knows. That's actually a really good idea. We should put that on the events in the actual Discord. Yeah. Okay. Don't let me lose that thought. Well, that was very fulfilling. And if our summary was an appetizer and our new release was the main course, I don't know about you, but I like a dessert. You guys like dessert? I do. So, we don't have a ton of time for dessert. Nope, remove that. That's not what I wanted to do. But I did want to show. I want to get it teed up first. I'm loving dessert now. Yeah. Okay. So I want to be this. This is it. This is a game changer. This is a game changer. That's, you know what? I am going to say that, and you're going to see why. Boom. So here we are. This is it. This is the latest build of the alpha. We are on the beloved red rocky planet. And as you can see, our X-Lander is officially live. And we have right now, I'm assuming it's moon physics, which is super fun. You feel like an absolute like superhero. It kind of makes me feel like iRobot of like the when he like jumps and then like superhero lands, which already made me think of like some crazy like boots and effects that we can start doing with that. Okay. So yeah, that's cool, right? Okay, so now keep in mind this build, once we get it all packaged, and there's a couple things that we still need to clean up, but it's pretty close, is going to be what gets released to Steam. So I want you to keep that in mind when you see what happens next. Okay, so imagine you're anybody, you're your friend, you tell them to go download this off of Steam, right? They download it, PC, Mac, wherever. They're playing, they're jumping around, they're like, oh, this is a fun little game. You know, maybe they're engaging in some of the mini games. And then they're like, oh, well, let me go over to whatever this is here. Oh, let's see. Oh, well, hello. Yeah. Okay. So now it's going to get fun because we have not one, not two, but three editions of actual gameplay and functionality. You will now be able to run your very own spooktacular event. You'll be able to race the cars. You'll be able to see all the sponsors, all the good stuff. You and your buddies can play. The Alpha Project. Do you want to learn how to fly and equip items and fly around and blow things up? Definitely want to play this one. I know you want it. Texas State Fair. We didn't show this very much, but this is the game changer. So we're going to play this, and I'm going to show you why this is a game changer. So keep in mind, in theory, you, your friend, whoever, has downloaded this off of Steam, right? Like that's what they did. You downloaded it off of Steam and you're playing it. Hold on, I'm gonna break it here in a second. All right, hold on, because I need to change something real quick, so that way you get the full effect. And I just hope this doesn't show anything that I shouldn't. All right. Now, if you're not familiar with this beautiful beast, this may or may not be the one and only Bones Balboa. So here it's a mock-up, and you go, oh, okay, hey, that looks familiar. That looks like Upland. Okay, well, let me click these little dots here. Oh, hey, this looks like a familiar thing if you're not, collecting your things. Oh, okay, oh, hey, there's a new Layer 2 Alpha. Let's go check that out. Oh, what? Wait a second. Hold up. Wait a second. Yeah. What? Oh, okay. Well, I guess this is happening. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you know who's strutting out. Yeah. Here he is. You know him. You love him. Here's Lex, the Layer 2 Llama, saying, what up, Xlander? I'm coming from Layer 2. Like, what's up? Behind, I can't see the text. Follow me. Okay, we're going to follow him. So, but wait. He walks up so hard. No. Yeah, this is all super cool. And we're going to do some fun stuff. But I'm going to change the game. I'm going to do something. Once this is out, yeah, I know. He does walk with a bit of swagger, eh? They both do. They're like, we're bad. We know it. We're changing the world. What up? I will shoot. Okay. So now he's going to teach us to shoot, which is nice. Pull out this big old blaster. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to go and just walk. We'll go. Don't worry. We're going to blow some stuff up. For sure. But I got to show you something. That is why this particular demo is so important. Because this is the first that I know of that will be a published game that's all Layer 2 that actually links back to Layer 1. We've seen Upland link to Layer 2s, right? You can go to the racing game, you can go to the football, and it takes you to their game. However, what good is that to you as a Layer 1 asset owner if you can't get any value out of it? Well, now imagine you're playing this and then you turn on, a for sale mode. Oh, and you're like, oh, wait, these properties are for sale? What does that mean? Let's go take a look. Glowy. Oh, hey, Xlander, are you interested in this property? Yeah, I am. Well, what do I do? Yeah. Oh, wait, did it say press B, I think? Oh, it's and wait for it. Oh, there you go. And yeah, it brings you right to that property in the game. There you go. So now you have access to show off not only your neighborhood, not only cool features, but also you can buy the buildings. And you're like, well, why do I want to buy the buildings? Well, first of all, passive revenue. Because in this particular instance, all of the buildings here earn passive revenue against anything spent at the carnival. And you're like, what carnival? This is a neighborhood, TML. No, wrong. This is not a neighborhood. This is a secret carnival. And you better get ready. Because this is how you build Layer 2. You take the basic concepts of Layer 1, but you make it big. This is what we're talking about, folks. Boom. Welcome to Layer 2. Like, get excited. All right, let's go back and talk to this llama. No, I'm gonna blow up some more of these. So satisfying. The future of gaming. Abso-freaking-lutely. Ooh. Oh, I think he wanted me to blow up the this townhouse. He's over here waiting. I'm blowing up everything else. Hold on. What up, brother? Oh, you want me to blow this one up? Oh, wait. What? Oh, I'm like clicking. My mouse isn't even on the right screen. Where? Whack it. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was excruciating. There we go. Now I'm back on the screen. Oh, snap. Is that? Oh my gosh. I might have. There we go. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, come on now. That's pretty fun. Oh, now we have a quest. Destroy more buildings. All right, cool. I know. Hold on here. When more do I got to blow up? Oh, I unlocked it. Okay, cool. So once you do that, then you can unlock this little mini game. So now, yes, absolutely. Please, everybody, feel free to clip this, share it, screenshot it, whatever you want. Get it out there for sure. Now, the idea would be like right now we had to essentially we were building it to kind of show the transition, right? So we saw the first part of that demo. We were in that kind of overhead view, very much like Upland, and then going and saying, okay, well, hey, let's go to UPX World. Changes you, put you right down there in that view, and then blowing up the buildings is meant to be like the transition of like what it would look like. But in theory, when you log in to say the Bones Balboa Carnival, it will just be already built and there'll be like mini games and stuff. So like let's say you could come up here and be like, oh, I'm gonna pay 10 UpX and try and get a high score. Maybe I can win something or unlock something. All right, well, let's try it. Oh yeah. Oh, we get a little specialty 6-shooter. Gotta load it. Okay. Hold on. I don't want to miss. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can get 10. I usually get 9. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh. No, I miss. I always miss the last one. Oh, I get too excited. 9. There you go. So that is hold on. Yeah. Did I mention we could fly? Yeah, because who doesn't want to be able to fly? So let's get a bird's eye view. Oh yeah. It was smooth for me. I don't know if it was jumpy, if the stream was jumpy. It was pretty smooth for me. And keep in mind that I'm not running a compiled version. This is literally the dev build. This isn't a packaged version of it. So this isn't. It'll run a lot smoother once it's packaged. So you can fly up above it again, look down on good old Bones. Oh, don't worry, there's not fall damage yet. Oh, I want this out. Ah. Now that does get it a little leggy because again, it's I mean, there's a lot going on. It has not been technically optimized yet, but here you go. Get on the excitement train. Here you go. UpX World, believe it. Believe the hype. It's coming. It's coming in big. Does every? I think most of them do. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever like blown up each one. But yes, in theory, they should be. Can I fly and shoot? Oh my gosh, hold on. I don't know if I can shoot in the air. Oh, I can't shoot in the air. Oh, but can I get like a sniper position? Hold on. Hold on. I like, I guess I'll come over here. I'll see. Yeah, I think these ranch houses should be explodable. Let's see. Oh yeah, boys. Play a little duck hunt. Oh, there you go. So now keep in mind, so we've been collecting different models and overlays, much like the decorating competition. So if you're familiar with decorating and creating decorations for different upland contests, this is going to be another opportunity for you to expand that a little bit more. Even as you can see, there is a little bit more freedom. However, there are certain things we have to keep aware of. And so these, say, for instance, townhouses or small townhouses that turn into trains, you can see here, like if you protrude too much, there is a risk, depending on how it's formatted, that it will go over the property line. Ooh. Oh yeah, parkour. Can I get there with just jumping? Oh, I'm trapped. Oh, you can shoot while you fall. That was cool. That was cool. Ooh, doggy. Let's go. And once again, I'm going to come over here. Here, there's a closer one. And I want to show, because this is it. Like, this is super fun, right? Don't get me wrong. But the value proposition is, oh, well, hey, oh, dang, this house that is actually this amazing thing inside of UPX World, that I can see the passive revenue and all the details, etc. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Are you interested in this property? Yeah, I am. Just press B, and then and there it is. That is that property, and you can see there's the blue townhouse next to it. Now, I took these down from sale, but there you go. So that's the blue and yellow townhouse that are right on top of it. So it takes you to the in-game. So this is mapped back to Upland directly. So keep that in mind. You know how big the platform of Steam is? Alexa, how many people play on Steam? Let's just see if she knows. From gamer.com. Steam reported 132 million active monthly users. Oh, okay. Okay, so 132 million active users with 69 million daily users that will have access to UPX World to download and play and discover Upland because of it, and discover 1111 NFT because of it, and discover Hyde Park Ninja because of it, to discover Viva Las Upland and go-kart racing because of it. Like, this is critical. This is where we go from a backyard NFT project to mainstream gaming. I cannot stress that enough. Steam, as of right now, does not let you have any NFT or crypto game or project on their platform. So Upland cannot be on Steam. Sandbox, Decentraland cannot be on Steam. We can, because we don't sell NFTs. UPX World doesn't sell NFTs. We don't. We're not an NFT game in that way. We are a layer 2 Web3 game that leverages NFTs strictly, essentially for accounting purposes. So in our world, those NFT assets are really just used for accounting. If you want to go buy them, you have to go to 1111's art gallery and buy them. You have to go to Upland and buy them. Now, we're going to make it so that there's fun ways, like we showed here, that you can get to where you want to buy them. But The reality is we're not selling them. I'm not selling any of these NFTs through our game. I'm linking the layer ones to the layer two. I'm giving the layer ones functionality and value through passive revenue and utility. That's the purpose of a good layer two. That is the purpose of UPX World. And so I cannot stress how critical this is of taking what is currently a really misunderstood and kind of like shamed place of NFTs in gaming that currently exists and branching it in a new and exciting way to the mainstream, to millions and millions of daily active users. That's what we're talking about. Like, because here's the thing, you're a gamer. Well, maybe you're not. Maybe you're a crypto person. I'm a gamer. You can go on any gamer site. You know what people hate more than NFTs and the crypto space? The gaming companies themselves. Like, hear me out. I gotta get full screen for this because this is boring. Gamers, for the most part, hate large gaming companies. Back in the day, like Blizzard, like some of those like brands were highly sought after, right? And you still have like Nintendo, and there's still fans of those individual brands. But for the most part, most of them have fallen from glory. EA Games, no one's saying nice things about EA Games ever. Epic Games, no one's really saying nice things about them. However, they do have fun and, compelling games that people want to play. And so you kind of have to play it because that's what everyone's playing. However, no one really likes them. But there hasn't been an alternative. So when we release a game that has, some fun features and has a lot of potential and is paying, instead of a large corporation, the community of gamers and owners that own the digital assets that support the game, if you have a choice to spend $1 and pay a corporate executive, or pay $1 and help a charity or our Romanian contingency, or just put 89 cents into Boulder Magic's pocket, like, I'll do that every day of the week before I go back and support some large gaming company. Like, that's what Web3 is. It's community ownership. But how can you have community ownership without true decentralized revenue streams? Well, I don't think you can. That's why I designed UPX World the way it is. And I am so pumped for this build to be. We still have some testing, so I'm not posting it after the stream. Don't ask me. I don't have a link yet. We're still working on some things. It's still a sub branch. But this is here. So again, the full experiences, and we'll be playing more of this. Not today, obviously, because we are over time. But I will be playing the alpha project. Maybe we'll do a fun spooktacular race as a tribute. And we have other things that are coming down the pipe that probably will not be included in the first round of alpha. Just depends on how quick they get developed. One is going to be the Hyde Park Ninja demo. So we're going to have some Hyde Park Ninja fighting, cool stuff like that. And as well, if you've seen the 1111 NFT gallery, which is a 3D gallery where you can see all of these pieces rendered in a Unity environment, we are going to integrate that as well. So when you go over to the 1111 building, you will actually be able to enter it, go view the gallery, go view pyramid level 1 and 2, walk around. And again, very much like you see here, you're not necessarily going to be able to buy it in-game yet, right? Hopefully, as regulations loosen up and technology can integrate better, I'm hoping that we can make the transactions right here in the game without having to put you to a website. But the reality is you can see it as it would be in-game, and we're only sending you to websites where you need to deal with the layer ones. And that almost works in a sense of like, you should understand, like, the things you're buying, the NFTs you're buying aren't from UPX World. Like, we're not selling you the NFTs. You're buying it from Upland. You're buying it from 1111 Gallery and its artist. You're buying it from Hyde Park Ninjas, etc. Like this is it's important because those are going to be the bigger players, right? Those are going to be the people that are truly invested. And it gives people like I was thinking about, I was like, imagine like if you bought stock in a company. I'm trying to think of a non-gaming company example. Oh, let's say that you bought stock in Ford, right? And you bought essentially like let's say the aftermarket wheels for the Mustang. Like you bought an NFT equivalent, or instead of buying stock in Ford, right? You bought the shares of a Mustang, the orange Mustang 2022 or whatever. And every time one is sold, instead of you owning stock in the company and your worth being based on the entire company's value, you're like, I actually really believe in this one product or there's one thing that they're doing. So I just want to own a piece of that. And then you get passive revenue. So that's what it's like here is you're not, it's, I mean, by the way, you can actually buy stock of UpX World, which is a whole different thing. Oh, NFT Artifact already updated his image, his profile pic. I just saw it pop up on Discord. Sorry, Squirrel, of his pyramid piece, and it looks dope. It looks so dope. But instead of investing in an individual company, which again you can still do, UpX World is currently privately traded, but who knows? In the future, it might be publicly traded. But instead of doing that, you can get into almost like the microeconomics of this entire platform and invest in the assets that you think are going to be popular. You can invest in assets that you want to make popular, right? And you get to share in the success of the platform. So as everybody gets invested and they all start promoting, hey, come check this out and go buy this thing. Well, it's kind of like when you go to the grocery store. Like, who's going to the grocery store to buy one thing? Nobody. You're going to go, you're going to probably buy a couple things. And that means you're helping somebody else out. And so when they promote and they come in, everybody buys a little bit more. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's like patent ownership. Yeah, I guess it kind of is in a weird way, in a weird kind of beautiful way. It's like part ownership of a patent. Yeah. And we're going to see this. Hyde Park Ninjas specifically, the way that they're crafting their game. And so they actually paid to have their game developed by UpX World Studios. And so like we have developers that are building their models, the village, all of their characters, and we're building this game experience for them, right? And the way that they're going to attach their NFTs is they're going to have, say, 100 NFTs for each of the fighting styles, each of the characters like Mari. And those are going to then get passive income against the trades, or not the trades, the training that people pay for to level up and stuff like that. And at that point, again, if they'll own all of them, but then they're going to sell those NFTs, which again is like owning a part of a stock, but it's much more specific than that. Like you're investing in a very specific piece of a company and you kind of get to own it. And there's only going to be a handful of these, right? So let's say that there's 100 Maori tokens, and most of them are going to be owned probably by the Hyde Park Ninjas. So like that group of people that owns a couple of them, like that's a very exclusive group, right? Like it's like owning, like if you're like a season ticket holder, you get like floor seats, season tickets to the Lakers. Like you're with the big dogs. Like that's what people want with NFTs, by the way. That's the appeal of CryptoPunks. That was the appeal of the Bored Apes Club. Like that exclusivity, that coolness. The problem is no one ever followed through with the utility, the functionality, the passive income. We're flipping it. We're going to give you the utility, the passive income, the cool factor. Then we're going to give you the NFTs. So this isn't going to be a, well, I hope this makes it. No, we're going to make it. We're already going to make it. And then we're going to say, okay, now come participate. Join the Cool Kids Club. This is what's up. All right. See, I'm going to need some more popcorn. I can already tell. Like that's, It's a popcorn episode, fam. If you didn't have popcorn, make sure you get popcorn for the replay. Make sure you get popcorn for Monday. We'll be back Monday, same Xlander time, same Xlander place here on UPX World Live. However, if you can't wait that long to hear more about just life in general, I guess, we will be, I'll be on the UPX podcast tomorrow, 8:15 Central Time for the UPX podcast. Also, I did a special edition. I don't know when it's going to air. I'll have to check with the Hyde Park Ninjas. They interviewed me yesterday, and we were talking a lot about the Hyde Park project. So they're going to publish that on their YouTube soon. I agree. Best episode ever? Yeah, I think that's safe to say. All right. Well, again, tune in Monday for sure. We're going to do more gameplay. I'll play the alpha. Maybe we'll do a spooktacular race. We're going to check in on 11-11, see how they're doing. It's going to be a big day. Also, there's still the alpha. You can go play. Go collect 100 Xenon. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys this. Anybody who does that 100 Xenon and posts their screenshot that they collected all 100 Xenon, I'm going to give you something special. I don't know what it's yet. I don't know what it is yet, but post it. Post it in Gen chat. Tag me. I'm going to give everybody who does that 100 in the alpha is going to get something. And it's going to be cool. We don't do boring. Yeah. So do it. Tell your friends to do it. Shout out to all the artists in 11-11. Yeah, you need to do it. Go do it. And bonus, if you get better than a 755, you get a statue as well. So whoever has the high score, and whoever has the high score, we'll do some more stuff. Just download it, play it, get the 100, and then we'll go from there. All right. I'm out of here. This has been awesome. I cannot wait to do some more streams. Now that we got some good, we got playable content. You're going to start seeing it regularly. You're going to start seeing big things coming. I told you, we were working behind the scenes, making all the little pieces. It's all starting to come together. So until next time, y'all take care, stay safe. We'll see you on the ship.